Hey, what is going on, road trippers? Road Trip Nate here. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, as the caption said, we taking a look at my top 5 favorite bar hopping cities, plus one honorable mention. Let's get started. Got a little list here. The honorable mention is Flagstaff, Arizona. Why is Flagstaff, Arizona the honorable mention, you might ask? It's because I didn't actually bar hop there. Like I said in a previous video, I saw the downtown. It looked like a good area to bar hop. I liked how it was a nice area right in the middle of downtown to bar hop. Didn't actually bar hop it. When I go back and bar hop it, it'll probably crack its way into the top 10. But as for now, it's an honorable mention. But number 5 on this list, Memphis, Tennessee. Now I know I said Memphis was one of my top 10 least favorite cities I've visited. But we're not talking about the city of Memphis today. We're talking about Beale Street. Beale Street. Beale Street's one of my top 5 favorite bar hopping spots. So Memphis is on this list. I loved Beale Street. Beale Street was freaking great. Had, like I said, the cops at the end of Beale Street, they let me and my buddy take our little plastic cups full of beer. Let's take them back to the motel because we were like, our motel is not too far away, just maybe a block away. So like, okay, just take your cups of beer. Let's go back to your motel. And they have the Beale Street Flippers, which, like I said in a previous video, if y'all have not seen the Beale Street Flippers, they are a great show to watch. They just are right in the middle of the street doing flips, just several of them. It was a great time to go into Beale Street. Live blues music. And it's only 5 hours away from where I live. But it's number 5 on this list. So let's move on. Number 4, Kansas City. I messed up in night before last video on my top 10 favorite cities that I visited up to this point. I continuously said Bricktown in Kansas City. Not Bricktown. I messed up on that. I want to correct that. The Power and Light District in Kansas City. I love the Power and Light District in Kansas City. You have big concert stage. You have all around it a 2-story bar hopping area. It's freaking wonderful. It's like, wow, It has stairs or an elevator to get to the second floor, and it has just several bars on this 2-floor area to go bar hopping at. And last time I went, well, not last time I went, last time I went with a buddy of mine, Kenny. As y'all have heard me by now, I talk about my buddy Kenny a lot on these videos. Last time I went with my buddy Kenny, we went to the Power and Light District. This was back last year. I don't exactly remember when it was before all the coronavirus stuff happened. So it was back last year, I think. We we went out drinking to the Power and Light District. Stayed at the same hotel we usually stay at. Uh, see if I remember what the hotel was. Check my phone real quick. Let's see. The hotel was only like a block or two away from the Power and Light District. The Crown Plaza, Kansas City. It is 2 blocks away from the Power and Light District. Nice hotel. But we got drunk at the Power and Light District and ended up going out the wrong exit way from the Power and Light District. So we walked a couple blocks before finally finding the hotel. Getting a couple bad directions from a couple people. My buddy's hiding from me in a bush somewhere just to be funny, and I'm taking a stairway that has caution tape on the front of it just because, drunk and don't care. But good times that you can remember. Going to the Power and Light District in Kansas City. That's why it's number 4. Number 3, Oklahoma City. This is where Bricktown is, Oklahoma City. I liked Bricktown. The only time I bar hopped there, it was cool. Bar hopping right there on the riverfront area. You had bars on either side of the river. It was right in downtown. We had a hotel 2 blocks away, me and my buddy Kenny, the Holiday Inn. It was just a good night. Just bar hopping the several bars. Went to, I think there was Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill. Right there, either at Bricktown or right next to Bricktown. We ended up stopping into, and that's pretty cool. That's number 3. Number 2 on this list is Las Vegas, Nevada. Told y'all in a couple videos. Me and my brother went to Vegas. We were going to go out to Los Angeles. We were going to move to Los Angeles. After meeting up with my uncle in Trinidad, Colorado, driving through a little bit of Colorado, stopping in one of my favorite towns, Durango, for a couple nights. And then seeing the Grand Canyon and Flagstaff, the same trip that I said Flagstaff was the honorable mention on this video. And we split off from my uncle. We went to Vegas. As I said, getting to the hotel in Vegas, I got lost and circled around the airport about 5 times. But when we finally got to the Super 8 in Vegas, we spent 2 nights walking around the Strip. Oh, the Strip is freaking awesome. I loved the Las Vegas Strip. First place I'd ever been to where I could, legally carry a beer outside walking around. And it was just a great time. Just me and my brother hanging out, just walking up and down the Las Vegas Strip, going into the casinos, a couple of the malls that we went into. Didn't gamble anything, just sightseed, walking down the Strip into the casinos and just having beers. It was fun. But number one on this list, as is number one on my top 5 favorite cities and towns I've visited up to this point, is Nashville, Tennessee. As I said in my top 10 favorite cities and towns I've visited up to this point, the reason Nashville's on this list is because of Broadway. Broadway, as I have said, it was, oh my God. You just see just a mile or two of just bars on top of each other. It's just the whole strip. It's like at least 100 bars. It's like, oh my God, you got to go through there like for a month, go to different bars, to even get close to hitting every single bar. It's like, wow. And there's always live country music at all these bars. It's like, man, this is freaking great. I love it. Me and my buddy Kenny, we were coming back from Atlanta, like I've said in previous videos, from visiting his son. We stopped in at the Knights Inn, just right across the river from Broadway, right next door to Titans Stadium, the NFL team, Tennessee Titans. And so we took a taxi or an Uber over to Broadway. And because we didn't know what to expect when we went to Nashville. So we were driving through Nashville and we're like, whoa, we need to stay a night and bar hop this spot. We ate at the Hard Rock because the Hard Rock's right there, right at the edge of Broadway. Hard Rock Cafe. I ended up getting a t-shirt from there. But we ended up staying the night because we were like, we need to bar hop this spot because it's like, wow, this is amazing. This is the perfect bar hopping area. So we ended up staying the night at the Knights Inn, getting a taxi to go to Broadway. Before we did that, we ended up having a few drinks. My buddy, we stopped at this liquor store just a few blocks away from our hotel. And my buddy, he found some Goldschlager, which was a pretty popular brand of liquor that he had not had in a while. So he ended up getting that, which has like little pieces of gold in it. And he said he had not had that in a while. So we were drinking some beers, having Goldschlager. Um, we ended up this. I think we might have went out drinking and then came back or something, or we might have been before we went out drinking. But this actual German dude had went out. We met him at our hotel. Uh, we ended up stumbling across him or something. He ended up hanging out for a little bit, and I guess his buddies had ditched him on Broadway, so he ended up coming back to the hotel, and so we ended up just coming across him and started talking to him, and I was just talking to him, and I was telling him that I'm of German descent. I would love to go to Germany one of these days. He's like, oh no, you don't want to go to Germany. I'm like, why not? But I was, and but that was a good story from going to Nashville. The second time I went, the only other time I've went to Nashville, me and my buddy, I'm a co-host on a couple of these videos, Tim Crawford. We went to Nashville. We stayed at La Center, Kentucky, just a little roadside hotel, and then we stopped in at Nashville. We were going to go on Broadway, but they were doing the NFL draft last year, back in April 2019. He ended up not wanting to go, and I'm like, I don't want to be in a crowd of 4,000 people on just Broadway on that little bitty area by myself. I don't want to take an Uber down there and be stuck down there all night waiting for an Uber to go back to the hotel and be in a crowd of people. Probably can't even get a drink. So we just ended up hanging out at the hotel the whole night. But my first experience in Nashville was great. That's why Nashville is my number one area. Nashville, whenever the NFL draft is not going on, Nashville is a good area. But that's my top 5 bar hopping cities I've been to. Another honorable mention that I want to go bar hop one of these days that is closed down, like I've said, due to current times. Little Rock's River Market District. I liked it because there was a lot of bars there. They were all closed down. I've heard that it's a good live music area in normal times. I liked the riverfront area that Little Rock had. The nice little riverfront park area. Would have liked to see the sub and take a tour of that. I would have liked to take a tour of that, but did not get to do that. I am taking a little bit longer just to get to 20 minutes. Last few videos I've done have been 20, 25. Today I'm going to get to 20. Last few live streams I've done. So we're at 1914 right now. So because of the recent pandemic, as I've said before, hope everyone is doing well and is healthy and staying safe. And hopefully this is all over soon. I know it's been a few months now, but hopefully everybody's doing well. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button after the video to stay notified on all my current and future whereabouts. And as always, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you care. As always, you can visit my Patreon page, patreon.com/roadtripnate. If you feel like donating to this channel, every little bit helps, and it's always much appreciated. This is Road Trip Nate, signing off for now. We're at 20 minutes and 10 seconds. See you on the next one, road trippers, and I'll see y'all on the road. Road Trip Mate signing off for now.